Have you ever gone for a walk, expecting to feel refreshed only to come back with sore knees, aching hips, or stiffness that lingers for days? You're not alone. Walking is supposed to be one of the safest, simplest ways to stay active as we age. It doesn't require any equipment, it's low impact, and it's something most of us have done our entire lives. But here's the surprise most seniors don't hear from their doctors. Walking the wrong way can quietly wear down your joints, especially your knees and hips, and speed up aging. Instead of slowing it down, the truth is, there are 4 incredibly common walking mistakes people over 60 make every day. And if you're doing even one of them, you could be putting unnecessary pressure on your joints, damaging cartilage, and increasing your risk of injury. In this video, we'll walk through each of these mistakes one by one so you can correct them immediately and protect your mobility, independence, and freedom. Let's start with the first and possibly most damaging mistake. Mistake number 1, walking with short, shuffling steps. One of the most common habits seniors fall into without realizing it is taking short, shuffling steps, especially when walking indoors, around the house, or on sidewalks. Now, you might think, but short steps are safer, right? I'm staying cautious. And while it's true that being careful is smart, consistently walking with small, flat steps actually increases your risk of falling. Why? Because shuffling throws off your natural gait. It causes your feet to stay too close to the ground, increasing the chance of catching your shoe on uneven pavement, rugs, or the edge of a step. It also doesn't allow your muscles, especially the glutes, hamstrings, and calves, to fully engage, which can lead to muscle weakening over time. And here's the bigger issue: when your legs stop moving through a full range of motion, your joints begin to stiffen. The cartilage in your knees and hips stops receiving the circulation it needs. That's when stiffness turns into pain, and pain turns into avoidance. So, what should you do instead? Focus on taking slightly longer, smoother strides, allowing your heel to strike the ground first, and then rolling through the step. Keep your shoulders relaxed, your head up, and your arms gently swinging. If you need to shorten your stride slightly for safety, that's okay, but don't shuffle. Aim for fluid, natural movement that encourages full joint use. And if you feel unsure about your balance while walking this way, consider using a walking stick, cane, or even walking poles. These aren't signs of weakness, they're tools that help you move better, stay safer, and maintain a proper stride without fear. Now that we've talked about how step size affects your joints, let's look at another mistake that can quietly destroy your knees and hips. Something most people never even consider during their daily walks. Their footwear. Mistake number 2, wearing the wrong shoes. This one's sneaky, because on the surface, your shoes may seem perfectly fine. Maybe they're your favorite pair of sneakers that still look okay, or a comfy pair of slip-ons that you've had for years. But here's the harsh truth: most people over 60 are walking in shoes that are doing more harm than good. As we age, the padding in our feet naturally thins out. The arches begin to collapse slightly, and balance becomes more dependent on foot structure and stability. That means your shoes need to work with your body, not against it. Worn out soles, lack of arch support, and flimsy materials can all lead to poor alignment from the ground up. And when your feet aren't properly supported, that stress travels straight to your knees and hips. Even a small misalignment in your stride can, over time, grind away at the cartilage in your joints. It might start with just a little soreness or fatigue, but over months or even weeks it can snowball into chronic pain, inflammation, and limited range of motion. So, what should seniors be wearing instead? You want walking shoes with strong arch support, solid heel stability, and shock absorption. Look for brands that are specifically made for walking or orthopedic use. A good walking shoe should hold your foot snugly without pinching, have a firm but cushioned sole, keep your heel stable and aligned. Flex naturally at the ball of the foot, not the arch. And don't forget to check the sole. If it's worn flat, uneven, or too smooth, it's time to replace them, even if the upper part still looks okay. Shoes wear out inside long before they fall apart on the outside. Also, avoid walking in slippers or flip-flops unless they're orthopedic and supportive. Around the house, opt for structured house shoes with a firm base and non-slip sole. Every step matters, even indoors. Now, once you've got your stride and shoes in check, you're already on the road to healthier joints. But there's another mistake that causes more joint strain than most people realize, and it all starts with posture. Mistake number 3. Poor posture while walking. You've probably heard the advice before: stand up straight. But most of us, especially after 60, develop small habits that pull our posture out of alignment without us even realizing it. A forward-leaning head, rounded shoulders, a slouched upper back. These little shifts might not feel like a big deal, but when you repeat them over thousands of steps each week, they add up. Think of your body like a chain. If one link, your head, spine, pelvis, or feet, is out of alignment, it forces the rest of the chain to compensate. That means your hips and knees are forced to carry weight unevenly over time. This puts extra pressure on the cartilage, tendons, and ligaments in those joints, leading to joint deterioration and even arthritis. So what does good posture actually look like when you're walking? Try this simple checklist. Head up, looking straight ahead, not at the ground. Shoulders relaxed, not hunched or tight. Back tall and straight, with a slight natural curve. Arms swinging naturally, not stiff at your sides. Core gently engaged, supporting your spine. Feet pointed forward, not turned outward like a duck. Here's a trick. Pretend there's a string pulling the top of your head upward. This helps lengthen your spine and bring everything into alignment. Another good idea: walk past a mirror or reflective window every so often and check your form. Correcting posture doesn't just protect your knees and hips, it also improves breathing, digestion, circulation, and even confidence. And the best part, it's free. You can adjust it anytime, anywhere. We've now covered 3 of the most damaging walking habits: shuffling steps, poor footwear, and bad posture. Each one can chip away at your mobility without you realizing it until one day simple walks become painful or impossible. But there's one final mistake that may be the most surprising of all. Not because it's dramatic or dangerous, but because it seems so innocent. Something many seniors do every single day, thinking it's helping, when it's actually doing the opposite. Mistake number 4. Walking too long without rest or recovery. This one surprises a lot of seniors because we've all been told that walking is the safest, most natural exercise, and that's true. But even the best activity becomes harmful if overdone or done without proper recovery. Many older adults push themselves to walk for longer and longer stretches, thinking more is always better. But here's the reality: after age 60, your joints don't recover as quickly as they used to. Your muscles lose some of their elasticity. The cartilage in your knees and hips becomes thinner, more vulnerable to friction. And if you walk for long periods on hard surfaces like concrete sidewalks or mall floors, you're compounding the impact on your joints every step of the way. It doesn't happen in one day, but over weeks and months, this daily pounding adds up. First, it's a dull ache in the knees after a long walk. Then it becomes a stabbing pain. Then suddenly, walking even short distances becomes a challenge, and that loss of mobility can spiral into weight gain, isolation, and further joint decline. Here's how to walk smart, not just long. First, listen to your body. Don't ignore fatigue, pain, or swelling. These are warning signs. If your knees or hips feel sore after walking, cut back the time or break your walks into smaller sessions. 2 15-minute walks are often much healthier than one painful 45-minute one. Second, vary your walking surfaces. Parks, grass, walking trails, or rubberized tracks are much kinder to your joints than sidewalks or tile floors. Even a few days a week on softer ground can reduce the overall stress on your body. Third, build in recovery. That means stretching after your walk, especially your hamstrings, calves, hip flexors, and lower back. A short stretching routine keeps your muscles long and flexible, which reduces the pull on your joints. And don't forget hydration. Your joints are like sponges. When you're dehydrated, they stiffen. Drink water before and after walks, especially in warm weather. If you're dealing with arthritis or chronic pain, consider alternating walking days with other gentle movement like swimming, tai chi, or chair yoga. These help strengthen your muscles and keep you mobile without the repetitive stress of daily walking. In other words, Don't just walk to move. Walk to heal, to strengthen, and to protect. Your body isn't a machine, it's a living system that thrives on balance, not punishment. So, let's bring this all together. If you're over 60 and want to keep walking strong for years to come, avoid these 4 common mistakes. Shuffling your steps, which limits joint movement and weakens muscles. Wearing the wrong shoes, which misaligns your stride and strains your knees and hips. Walking with poor posture, which quietly damages your entire kinetic chain. Pushing too far without recovery, which slowly wears down your joints over time. The good news, every one of these is 100% fixable, no matter your current age or fitness level. Small changes can make a big difference. Correct your stride. Choose supportive shoes. Stand tall. Rest when you need to. And most of all, keep moving with intention. Because movement is life. And when you move smart, you don't just protect your knees and hips, you reclaim your freedom, confidence, and joy. If this video helped you rethink your walking routine, I'd love to hear from you. Have you experienced knee or hip pain during walks? What changes made the biggest difference for you? Share your story in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a tip that could help you live stronger, longer, and better. Here's to walking well and living your best life at any age.